Greetings exiles and welcome into another video. So you may be wondering, what the heck? You only have 3 auras and where's your determination? Where's your grace? How do you stay alive? I have the answer for you guys, and that is the Akoya's Gaze and the Offering to the Serpent. So this is an interesting helmet. Life Leech from exerted attacks is instant. So when you first looked at this, you may have thought, so that would mean that if you exert your slams, you could leech life instantly on each slam. Now, I did try that with the Volhate Forge ground slam build, and I mean, it's okay, but it's not like optimal, because with life leech being instant, you want to have many attacks per second so that the overleech continues to go and go and go to the point where it's like you got 10k life leeching, and you're getting hit for 2k, 3k, 4k, and it's just leeching, and it never catches up to actually bring your life down and kill you. So life leech in itself becomes defense. And this is the perfect synergy with the Berserker, because the Berserker, he loves damage, he loves pain. Rage fuels the Berserker. So let's take a look at this build here. So how do we mitigate damage? So the first things we use is the Solo Iris. This gives us some additional physical damage reduction, a little bit of movement speed, and reduced elemental damage taken. We get some additional physical damage reduction for each hit taken, up to 5%. And of course, we do have additional physical damage reduction from Enduring Cry and Endurance Charges. And then the last thing, cherry on top, is the Progenesis. Now with the Progenesis, this isn't needed for the build, but it takes you to the next level. Without the Progenesis, you can do this just fine. I've been playing the build all weekend without the Progenesis, and the build runs very smoothly. The other thing is Anomalous Immortal Call. With this, once we take about 3,272 damage, this triggers our Immortal Call, which gives us insane defenses. Now you can imagine, once this is triggered, you still have a lot of life left. And then you also have the instant life leech hitting the monsters, so it's impossible to actually get one shot per se, as long as you have your Rage Vortex out. Now it is possible to get 2 shot if you don't have an attack out, but we're always attacking with Rage Vortex. There's never a point in the game where you should not be using your Rage Vortex. Now the good thing about Rage Vortex is that it snapshots all your damage. So if you pop Berserk and then you refill your rage, sacrifice some rage, and you cast it at 65 rage, right? You're snapshotting the full amount of the POB damage. So you're not trolling with Berserk to like pad your numbers. Berserk with the rage, you're actually doing that damage. So Rage Vortex in itself is actually really insane damage. Now, with that being said, you can pretty much clear all content with this build, even Uber bosses. The only downside is the mechanics is going to be a big problem, because you don't have a lot of just general defense per se. So a lot of degens and stuff like that, you probably have to use a few portals or carry a life pot. But generally what I do is, on the pinnacle bosses that have phases, I just have to use portals, and because I'm not very good at the mechanics in itself, 6 portal Andy here gets the job done though. Nonetheless, the damage and the survivability of the build is actually insane as long as you're leeching. And that's what's really cool about the build, is we stay alive and pretty much have our defense as leech. So we don't need any defensive auras. So a lot of people on PoE Ninja probably do this, but they have no defenses, but they have no real mitigation, So it's just like they're just trying to get the highest damage numbers. However, in this case, with the Berserker, your actual defense is a life leech. So I have prepared 100% Delirious map here to showcase the build, so you guys can kind of see how powerful it really is. And I'm just going to use Awaken Increase Area of Effect because I don't need more damage. I feel like the damage is already suitable. If you feel like you need more damage, you can swap this for Critical Strikes. Take a look at our skill tree. Kind of like your basic skill tree, our ascendancies would take aspect of carnage, crave the slaughter, rite of ruin, and of course warbringer. Now these all synergize well with the build because we are using war cries. When you sacrifice a war cry, you get 50% more attack damage, which is pretty insane. Get more rage, triple the effects of the rage, and we're stun immune as well. Now another thing that enables the build to give us a lot of life leech is this tattoo here, the Katava Bakanga. With the Warrior's Tail, you can get 160% increase maximum total life recovery, which is pretty insane. And then, of course, the downside of the glove is 50% reduced maximum recovery. However, we offset it with the amount of damage we do in this tattoo here. Outside of that, it's your standard string stacking tree. Now, I am testing a few things with the build. I'm currently testing Escalation and Measured Fury. Get a little bit more damage with the exerts. Can exert additional attack. I'll test it out and see how it goes. If I don't like it, I can always take these back and opt for more strength here in life. Try to get more life if I want it. The damage of the build comes from fire damage to attacks per strength. You combine this with the original Sin and the replica Albarians, and you double dip on the amount of damage you're gaining, because then all that fire damage is converted to chaos damage, and then the flat added chaos damage is also just chaos damage, just extra damage. We do opt for a Magnate Studded build with the crit multiplier and increased skull effect duration, which was just a nice thing that I saw. We get 5% chance to deal triple damage. In the POB, this belt outperforms my strength belt with 18% strength. And I'm guessing it's because of triple damage and then the crit multiplier as well on top of that. Let's see here. We still have some room to upgrade our ring with a strength percent ring. And it would be nice to have Berserker on our helmet. This is our current amulet, which is Eyes of the Great Wolf Talisman. We get 32% increased attributes and 62% increased chaos damage. This will probably be better with the crit multiplier instead of the chaos damage. And that essentially is the build here. And other than that, it's just a string stacking build, but with a twist. We're not actually paper thin, so we're actually tanky, and when we're fighting and mapping, we don't fall over. And you don't need a Mage Blood or Headhunter to do that. So let's go in this 100% Delirium map, and we'll test it out, show you guys how it looks. This is a really good build to invest in for your end game, because the scaling of it is based on the amount of currency you have to get strength. You can get a better sword, better rings, and better clusters. Let's go ahead and try out this Dunes here. Show you guys how the build performs on 100% Delirium. So let's get it. Okay, law is not too bad. One thing that I need to do is to figure out I need to get hinder immunity. So that seems to do a lot of that seems to be something that gets annoying, because it slows down my attack speed and it makes it so that I'm not able to get an attack out, and I need to always be Rage Vortexing just in case. Yeah, this is 100% Delirium map. You can see my life I'm leeching so much life that my life bar is just not moving very much. now we got our Gloom Shrine. Whoa, whoa! Always gets nervous when you see a heavy build drop. We do have a lot of Berserk uptime. We got a boss over there. Nice little shrine. Look, I'm running through all these monsters and my life ain't even moving. Isn't that crazy? No grace or determination. Look at my life. I'm leeching so much life that it's just like that was a big hit. Some scragglers. Man, we got a lot of loot. There. Sacrifice some rage. Let's get a big hit in here. Look at that. Ooh. Have you ever seen 100% Delirium this easy on a non-Mage Blood build or Headhunter? Now imagine this with a Headhunter. It'd be pretty insane. that's all the Harbingers. So with the fraction shards, we have already recouped our money from Delirium orbs. Now generally I don't like to do 100% Delirium, just for efficiency. I prefer 60 to 80%. 60% is like the sweet spot if you're gonna Delirium. This is just to kind of show how strong the build is. Taking some savage hits. What is it? What is that monster there? That thing won't die. See if we get some more fractured shards here. Okay, I think we've just about completed the map here. Okay. So that's that. So I won't make you guys watch me loot the map, but this essentially is the build. I think I'll show some clips of the one-shots on some of the elders and guardians and things like that. I'll have the POV in the description of the build so that you guys can kind of look at what I got and also try to replicate the build if you want to play it. Nonetheless, the build is a massive success. Yeah, we can literally do 100% Delirium without determination or grace. We're relying essentially all on this helm. The instant life leech is insane, and this is pretty much why we will never have instant leech on regular attacks, because just imagine if you could get instant leech on like Spark, Lightning Strike, Reeve, you know, all the Venom Gyre, all those kind of skills. It would just be OP, because just with the exerted attacks, you know, the Rage Vortex just being out and hitting all these enemies, I literally can't die, and the mitigation is all from the life leech. So we'll never have instant life leech on regular attacks because it would just be too strong. But on this, I wouldn't say it's OP, because you do have to have rage, you do have to cast your exerted attacks, so you can't just sit there and spam like a bunch of sparks everywhere and involve Venom Gyres holding one button down and pretty much tank everything. You have to manage your exerted attacks, and then you gotta manage your Berserk, and you're only instant life leeching when the attack is exerted. So I feel like that is a balanced way to give us instant life leech, and you also have to give up your helmet. And I think it's very much worth it, because I mean, this is really fun to play. Having instant life leech is just amazing, and there's no real way to die on this build unless you mess up yourself. You know, you don't get your attacks in, so the deaths are on you. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy videos like this. I like to make builds with crazy items that people underestimate. Yeah, people underestimated the Chieftain. I made a build for that with the cast on stun. I did some Spellblade stuff. I've made quite a few builds. You can check out some other videos if you like those kind of builds and just want to see, you know, things outside the meta. A lot of the meta stuff is just, you know, it's just meta stuff. It's not interesting. They don't use new items, and I think the beauty of Path of Exile is to use new items and make builds around them, test things, see how it works, not just theory craft and say it doesn't work and put it to the side. Same thing kind of happened with the Progenesis when it first came out. I remember I bought mine for like 2 div, and everybody kept saying it was no good, it doesn't work, and all of a sudden it went to like 20 div, and everybody has a Progenesis now. So I think it's important to test things, and especially new items, and see how it works. And yeah, Akoya's Gay seems to be successful. I'm not sure why more people aren't using it. I'm actually surprised nobody figured out this combo with the Rage Vortex, because this makes it viable. Alright guys, until next time, peace out. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of these clips. I'll show I think I'll keep it at the beginning, so peace out guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and try to keep this short and simple for you guys, not ramble too much, and until next time.